Hello and good day to all of you Pauper deviants out there. I see you watching me. Yeah, you little graveyard goblins who like dread returning Lotleth giants for a lot of damage. Well, hopefully, I've got something cool for us to play here today. Um, as always, if you are enjoying my content, please give me a subscribe. It really helps me out. But let's get to the deck. A few weeks ago, Bryant Cook played a really cool Rakdos Dredge deck. So this is kind of modified from that. It's got the Sneaky Snacker package with Faithless Looting and the Voldaren Epicures. Of course, we've got Scrapwork Mutt. But then it's also got the Trolls of Khazad Doom, the Oliphants, and the Lotleth Giants and the Dread Returns. Big strength of this version, we have black mana, so we can hardcast our Dread Returns. We have Exhume, which is huge. We've got a Dragon Breath in here for spice. And now the version I adapted this from was playing Cathartic Reunion, which is really great with Sneaky Snacker and Stinkweed Imp. But there's this new card in Tarkir Dragonstorm, Stormshriek Feral. It's a cool 5 mana flying haste dragon with a pump effect. But more importantly, it's got this looting effect stapled onto it. Again, if you're not aware of the omen mechanic, when you cast the card for its omen side, it gets shuffled back into your library. So it does not go into exile like an adventure card. It does not go into your graveyard. Goes back into your deck, maybe to be milled over again. So I really wanted to test out this card. I was doing a little bit of testing with the mono red dredge deck, and there might be some version of it that works. I'm probably going to go back and play this one at some point, but I wanted to try out in this build because there are cases where a 3/3 flying haste are going to maybe sneak through a win, but if you're sacrificing 3 creatures to a dread return to bring this back from your graveyard, it seems like a very narrow situation where that will be a good choice. So I thought it might be better in this version because we have a little more land consistency with the land cyclers here, and we can also have the option of exhuming it back. So yeah, we're gonna try that out. The other spicy thing about this deck is it has the Chitin Gravestalker. I mean, for one thing, if you know anything about me, I love insects, I love bugs. I did my master's thesis in a plant pollinator lab, so very excited. The more insects in my deck, the better. But yeah, this card I've tested it a few times. It seems really solid. Sometimes very early in the game, it just costs 1 black, and it's a nice 5/4 beefy creature. It also can cycle away if we're in a spot where it's become useless. And yeah, that's the deck. We're going to be trying it out. Notice we have a creature count of 34 versus Mono Red Dredge with Burning Inquiry. We're hovering around about 29 creatures, so a lot more creatures in this deck. Maybe we can fill our graveyard with creatures a little bit faster. I would say probably on average this is a little slower, less explosive than the mono red version, but it's got a lot more resilience with the exhumes and the ability to hardcast dread returns. We're going to be resilient to counterspell a little bit more. Sometimes the game plan of just exhuming back, a troll or an Oliphant or a dragon can win us the game against certain decks. And we also can cast our Stinkweed Imps as a blocker. So really excited about this deck. Really quick, I'll show the sideboard here. We've got some Breath Weapons, which should be a little easier to cast in this deck than Mono Red, because it's easier to get to 3 mana in theory. We've got Siege Smash for the Artifact Graveyard Hate. We've got Flaring Pains in case we come across any like Prismatic Strands or Moment's Peace. Pyroblast, there's a lot of blue decks floating around out there, so this has been pretty helpful. We're going to try out Golgari Brown Scale in this version too if we run into any like mono red or aggressive decks, and then this gives us access to Snuff Out too to cover our bases with some targeted free instant speed removal. So yeah, that's the deck. Wish me luck, and let's get dredging. Okay, we found an opponent for round one. And we will not be keeping this hand. Looks like we're going to be on the play. No lands for us. Mulligan. Okay, this is awkward, but if we can find a black mana, sure, maybe we can make something work. We'll put back a Scrapwork Mutt. And maybe we can find something for our Exhume. Yeah, I apologize in advance. I'm probably going to make some weird mistake because, you know, I'm too mono red brained right now, so I might forget that I can hard cast a Dread Return or something, but we're going to do our best here. Definitely a little more inexperienced with this version of the deck, but maybe we can make something happen. Opponent, it's looking like they're maybe that blue-black control deck with Spell Stutter Sprite, so we got to watch out for that. We will discard our Stinkweed Imp, but we need to find a black mana, so we're not going to be dredging it back just yet. Oh, we did it! We did it! And notice my land swag here. This is my favorite swamp. One of my favorite swamp arts from Lorwyn. And if you ever pair it with the island from the same set, they form one big portrait, which is kind of cool. Okay, looks like we're against a Terror, blue-black Terror deck. So they're filling their graveyard. They can probably almost cast a Terror this turn if they want. I think Thought Scour, that's cool art. They scour over 2 islands, and okay, they're piecing it together, filling their graveyard, but they are shields down. Oh no, maybe not. Uh-oh, mismatched lands. Come on, opponent. They are from Duskmourn. Okay, well, I'm a little afraid of Spell Pierce, but we will dredge the Stinkweed Imp. Maybe we can find... Yeah, I'd like to exhume one of these creatures, but we'll see. They must know that this is a possibility since I discarded the Stinkweed Imp, so they might be holding up a Spell Pierce. In that case, do I want to just play a Gravestalker? Let's see, I have 4 creatures. I can probably find more creatures with the Scrapwork Mutt. They did look like they're F6, so maybe I should have just gone for the Exhume. But it's okay. We'll go wide here. We've got a formidable clock on the opponent. Okay. They use Snuff Out on Scrapwork Mutt. Okay. Nice. Gravestalker is resistant to Snuff Out. Oh, they've got double Snuff Out. Wow. They are spending a lot of life. Okay. Noted. Let's see. They must be ready to drop a bunch of terrors. Oh no, hardcast Sneaky Snacker. Okay, so maybe they're on kind of an awkward draw here. Again with 1 land. There's Lotleth Giant. If we were able to find a land off this Scrapwork Mutt, we would be able to win with Lotleth Giant. Is Scrapwork Mutt the right play anyway? I think so. Because if we find a land, we want to get in for more damage anyway. Let's discard Lotleth Giant. Find another Exhume. Okay. Okay, we will attack. Opponent will probably chump. Yep, they're down to 8. They're in a very vulnerable position. We've got double Exhume, so if we can find another swamp, that would be ideal. To squeeze an Exhume through a counterspell, but we've got a lot of threats on the board here that they need to deal with as well. More sneaky snackers. They can probably bring those back pretty easily with a brainstorm. Island cycling. Okay, they are full shields down, so I guess we just win. There's our Dwagon. Very cool. Okay, let's just win. Exhume. I guess we don't just win, huh? Because we're one creature short. Could we have discarded something? I don't think we could have, unless we, drew something off of the Scrapwork Mutt. So, all right, we're gonna force them to chump. It's gonna be pretty hard for them to win from this position. They got one card in hand. They're definitely gonna side out their snuff outs for Nile Spellbomb, if I had to guess. So we'll be bringing in the Siege Smash. But so far, pretty strong start. You can see Chitin Gravestalker is demonstrating its power here. Tolarian Terror. Yep. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, so I think we gotta worry about Nile Spellbomb, and then maybe we want to hedge for hedge against some counter magic / getting rid of terrors. We'll probably be siding out the Dragon's Breath quite a bit. We want to side out creatures as much as non-creatures as much as possible to keep our creature count high. Probably Exhume is not quite as good because they may accidentally mill over a terror or something. We'll side out an Oliphant. We'll give it a try like that. Exhume is a good finisher if we're using it for Lotleth Giant, but sometimes in the mid game, and it might be good in the early game, but in the mid game it might be a little challenging to get the Exhume off and not have our opponent bring back a terror or something. The other nice thing about Chitin Gravestalker, if our opponent has a Relic of Progenitus or a Nile Spellbomb that they're dangling over our heads, waiting for the right moment to activate, we're still getting the cost reduction for Chitin Gravestalker. So I've tested this in the tournament practice rooms, and this is still a very good threat, even if your opponent has the Nile Spellbomb. Maybe they dedicated a lot of their game plan to holding up mana for the Spellbomb or the Relic of Progenitus, and then you've got a 5/4 down that starts beating them to smithereens. Okay, this hand looks playable. We got a Siege Smash in case they've got Grave Hate. We've got our second land through the Troll. We've got Faithless Lootings. I don't think they're running Spell Stutter. I guess I need to decide. This is the kind of stuff, I'm new to this deck. I don't know what's best. Should I be Faithless Looting? Should I get a creature down? Maybe I should get a creature down. Or should I search for a dual land? And then let's search for the dual land. Well, I don't know, because then they might have an opportunity to counter something next turn, so maybe we want to just Epicure or Faithless Looting right now. And see what we draw. Let's just get a threat down, start getting some damage in. Blood Token is also good if we need to get, if we do need to get a swamp next turn, we have something to do with our mana. I might get the dual land if we're not going to use it, but we'll see. Lorien revealed, tap land, okay, so methodical start from our opponent. Another Faithless Looting. If we Faithless Looting first, we might find a land, but I think it's too risky. Let's attack first. And then we will cycle the Troll. Since we have all these single red, we have all these red needs, I'm gonna get the dual land just to be safe. A little bit slower, but I think it'll be good for next turn. If we need to double Faithless Looting. Thought Scour. Oh, they have Gurmag Angler. Ooh, very cool. Okay. Graveyard Respect to our opponent. They brainstorm. They're just really they're really racking their brain here. They're scouring their thoughts and storming their brain. Opponent has swag, that's for sure. Certified graveyard cutie. Okay. Looks like they're representing some kind of counter. We don't mind Faithless Looting getting countered. I think I will... Is there anything we would want to play pre-combat? Not sure. Yeah, they're not going to counter that. We would have really liked to find a land for sure. I kind of want to protect the combo. I'll discard one Lotleth Giant. We're going to attack, and then I'll try to Faithless Looting for a land. Aha, we found one. Okay, do we want to keep the Oliphant? Not sure. Let's just discard the combo. Yeah, we'll keep the Oliphant. We'll cycle it on their end step. Opponent is cycling. Brainstorm, okay. This is very niche, but has anyone seen that audio clip? It's like brainstorm, but it also sounds like green needle. And it's like one of those, like, is it a blue dress or is it a white dress? Or Yanny and Laurel. Every time someone plays brainstorm, I hear it in my head. Brainstorm, green needle. Anyway, just look up brainstorm green needle. You'll trip out. Okay, go into the end step here. We will cycle. Just gonna get a mountain. So we have our untapped lands. Opponent scared of the combo maybe. They've got a couple counters lined up possibly. We've got 4 creatures in the graveyard, so this only costs 2. Let's just attack first. We could either Faithless Looting into discarding a creature and play the Chitin Gravestalker, but Faithless Looting might get countered, so let's Scrapwork Mutt first. See if they want to do anything about that. They might counter our Gravestalker. Okay, countered. And we're still gonna try to play it. If they counter it, that's, you know, 2 counters out of their hand. Aha, they don't. Oh, because they countered the Scrapwork Mutt, that was even cheaper. So we can even, you know, blood token if we need to. That's pretty good. Another strength of this deck over mono red, it's not as... Okay, they cast down, sure. That's 1 less removal to deal with later on. We're not as susceptible to the hydroblasts and such, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what they've got. Little scared of a Nile Spellbomb. Gurmag Angler. Okay. So now we're a little bit on the defensive. I'm not sure I should get rid of a Siege Smash. Maybe since we have 2, I'll just, you know, we want to keep getting through our deck here. Epicure. Six creature cards. We have not found a Stinkweed Imp, which is a bummer. I should have probably kept that land, but I want a Faithless Looting here. They can counter it if they like. Let's see what we can draw. Blue Elemental Blast. Okay, so they still sided those in, but not as good when the key cards are black, the key cards that they may want to counter. Probably in this case, I will play Epicure. We need to get to 3 creatures for a Dread Return. We probably should have kept the Dread Return. This is what I was talking about. So mono red brained that Dread Return is just like a discard card. But if I had kept the Dread Return in my hand, maybe we would have like a troll going right now. They're gonna attack us. I'm not gonna discard the Siege Smash just yet, but we are in big trouble actually. We need a blocker. Stormshriek Feral. So what does that give us? That would give us 2 mystery cards, which could be a blocker. Or we could cast it for 5 and then chump block, which doesn't really do much for us, right? It's better than dying, but... 8 creature cards. I really feel like... I mean, we need a chump blocker, but I don't want to spend 5 mana for a chump blocker, you know? I think we're going to pitch the Siege Smash and try to find something. Finding a Chitin Gravestalker would be great, because at least we would trade. Okay, they're going to counter it unless we pay 2. Now we have to find a Gravestalker. I think we got to counter it. Discard Siege Smash. We find another Stormshriek. Ay, ay, ay. Well, not very good. We need to find Gravestalker. Oh, Exhume, so close. 1 card short, huh? Okay. Well, I think I could have done something different that game. I'm not exactly sure what, but I'm sure I'll find out in the comments. Is it worth... No, Snuff Out is no good against Gurmag Angler. I'm not sure that they have Grave Hate. Or I'm not sure that they have Nile Spellbomb. Exhume is still not very good. If we exhumed that game, we can leave in one Siege Smash, but yeah, having both of those Siege Smashes be dead cards in our hand was probably the difference between winning and losing. We'll have a Pyroblast in there. We needed to squeeze through one or two more spells, I think. Okay. This matchup feels winnable. They definitely had an awkward start the first game, and then a decent start this game. We couldn't quite piece it together. We definitely needed to find a Stinkweed Imp or an earlier Exhume. Yes, I will be on the play. Okay, oh, Stinkweed Imp is good. Yeah, we'll keep this. Probably just start with a tap land. Stinkweed Imp is a great blocker. I think that's also something we need to be hard casting in this matchup. They go down to 6 cards. Happy to see that, I suppose. Let's see what they got. Tap land. Ice Tunnel. There's an Exhume, okay. So maybe... I wish things had sequenced a little differently. I suppose we will attempt to Exhume next turn if the conditions seem right. Attempt to Exhume the Troll. Looks like they're going to hold up a counter. Boo! It's okay. Maybe we'll wait on the Exhume. Oh, actually, we can Faithless Looting, try to draw out a counter. Yep, we will try to do that. I'm going to attack for 1. We will Faithless Looting, see what happens. I don't want to Exhume into a counter though, so if they don't counter the Faithless Looting, we'll probably see what we draw. Yeah, they don't. We can do a Scrapwork Mutt and start milling. And get our clock going. 7 creature cards in the graveyard. So our Chitin Gravestalkers only cost 1 at this point. Thought Scour. Ooh. Oh, that's their Grave Hate. Crypt Incursion. Yikes. Definitely Crypt Incursion hurts us quite a bit. It costs 3, so we gotta be suspicious if they're ever holding up 3. They might just hard cast 1 if they have it. They probably sided in 2 to 3 into their deck. Sneaky Snacker. Yep. And we know they have Spell Pierce in their deck, so it's a little rough. Okay, we draw a Sneaky Snackers. Or we mill Sneaky Snackers, rather. Lotleth Giant for 9. That's pretty good. We can get our Sneaky Snackers back with Blood Token plus Faithless Looting, even though we already dredged. Oh, they concede. Well, I guess they didn't have too much going on there. Maybe they, based on what they knew that they had, they saw the writing on the wall. Maybe they really needed that Crypt Incursion. Okay, well, wish we got to play that one out, but we won. So I'll see you in round 2. Okay. Round 2 against Mr. Boom Bust. Cool name. We don't want Dragon's Breath in hand. We can discard it. This hand is tough if we don't find a land. Otherwise, it's quite good. We've got the Stinkweed Imp. We got Scrapwork Mutt. We're on 14 lands, so it's going to be a little tricky to find a land. We could also find one of our 4 trolls, one of our 3 Oliphants. We'll try to keep it. I think we're on the play, yeah, so got a lot of chances to draw it. Uh-oh, we're against mono red, so I hope we don't stumble too much. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Probably just play the Epic here so we have a blocker, and then Faithless Looting next turn if need be. Okay, Lava Dart. Sure, sure. At least we stopped a damage from the Lava Dart. Where's my graveyard? Okay. Yep, they've got an okay start here. We find a land. We still need our black mana, but doesn't it feel like we're playing mono red? Oh, the memories. Oh, seems like it was just a few days ago. Okay, probably playing Scrapwork Mutt. Stinkweed Imp is a good blocker against this field if we can get that down. Probably playing Scrapwork Mutt, discarding Dragon Breath. We need to find black mana. I feel like I need to just block here. We get more value out of the Scrapwork Mutt in our graveyard. I just want to stop the bleeding so we can set up a little bit. There's their Kessig Flame Breather. They're gonna start pinging us. Okay, Faithless Looting. Discard, discard. Wow. This is mono red. We wanted to find black, we did not. It's okay. Scrapwork Mutt, discarding Scrapwork Mutt. Oh, how I wish I could dredge. Too many Stormshriek Ferals. What do they exile? Mountain and Mountain? Goblin Tomb Raider, okay. I guess we'll be blocking the Tomb Raider. Oh no, they're gonna Lava Dart my creature, okay. Okay, they're cooking. They're down to 2 cards, but we do need to stabilize here. We could be dead next turn. Especially seeing as we don't have much going on. There's the troll. There's our swamp. So we really need a blocker, but I don't think we can get a blocker. I guess we Faithless Looting for something. Or Stormshriek Feral for something. Flush out. No, I think we want a chance to hit one of our 2 drops, so let's Faithless Looting. There's an Epic here, that's not bad. If we find Kite and Gravestalker, that would be great. Let's dredge one of these back now. Discard. Discard. 11 creature cards in our graveyard. We've got so much action, but I think we're gonna be just a little too slow. Against this deck, we really want like a big Exhume start, I feel like. They have trouble dealing with the turn 2 troll of Khazad Doom. They have to double burn it or something. They found an Epicure. Yep, they're going wide. We will block the Percussionist, just so we can trade. But I don't like that they get a card off of that, potentially. They find Experimental Synthesizer, which they will probably play. Oh, they Chain Lightning. Okay. Well, I don't know what we need to play, but I think it's not in our deck. We need some like crazy sneaky snacker into Lotleth Giant or something. I don't think it's possible to win. If we Scrapwork Mutt. We're actually close. If we found, if we Scrapwork Mutt, Dredge, Scrapwork Mutt, draw. We don't have enough mana for any of this. Well, let's just see what we find. Yeah, I don't think we can get our sneaky snackers back. Darn. We're just shy, though. You can see we're... Yeah. Anyway. There's some world, if we had, like, another land and a Chitin Gravestalker or a Voldaren Epicure, we could have sacrificed 3 things. Or we could have gotten our... Yeah, we were close there, actually. We were very close. But not quite there. This is hard to side against because Golgari Brown Scale we want for the life gain, potentially. But then we also need to worry about their Relic of Progenitus. Breath Weapon is pretty good too. I need to make some choices here, huh? But Exhume is good. Usually we want to be siding out Exhumes for more sorceries, and instants and sorceries, but Exhume feels good. Hey. Is Breath Weapon too slow? We could just hope to dodge the Relic of Progenitus. I don't know. You know, I need some practice before I know how to side with this deck, but we're on the play. Pretty good hand here. Let's get a blocker down. If we had Exhume in hand, or if we somehow knew we were going to draw Exhume, I would have cycled the troll there, but was getting the Epicure down in case we can block a Clockwork Percussionist. We cannot. So we will get in for 1. We will Scrapwork Mutt, get the Lotleth Giant in the graveyard. We find Stinkweed Imp, okay. Promising, that means we might be able to get our Gravestalker down. And the Festivities, okay. That's a bummer, but it makes our Gravestalker more within reach. Oh, there's Exhume. Okay. I guess we're on the Exhume plan. We will Exhume back. I could do the Lotleth Giant, but anyway, we'll do the Troll at this stage. Lotleth Giant for 3 damage. It's not that great. I'm a little worried that they just kill the Troll with 2 burn spells. But if they do that, then that's 2 less burn spells going at our face, so. They've got the double Tomb Raider start, but no artifact to back it up. So that's not great for them. We've got 3 creatures in the grave. There's a world where we Blood Token, Dredge the Stinkweed, Gravestalker, and Faithless Looting. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. First, we're going to attack. We've got a Fast Clock. Very nice. We want to find another swamp, too, to be able to Dread Return to finish them off. 6 creature cards. We did it. So we can Gravestalker. Yep. Gravestalker, and we'll Faithless Looting for good measure. Discard. I guess we'll just keep the Exhume. Oh, and we get our Sneaky Snacker. Very cool. Did not even think about that. Synthesizer, yeah, I don't know if they can beat this start. They finally get their artifact. They find a mountain off the Synthesizer. They have Goblin Tomb Raider Tron. But I'm going to eat one of their creatures if they attack in. Oh yeah, they got a Fire Blast on our Gravestalker, so it's kind of a bummer for them, huh? They've just filled our graveyard with 2 more creatures. I think we should be able to finish them off potentially, because we Dredge the Stinkweed. We've got 9 creature cards. Yeah, we're gonna attack. We will then Exhume, and that should be plenty. There he is. All right, cool. Okay, we're still in it. No sign of Grave Hate from them. Breath Weapon would be good there. Yeah, I feel like Exhume is just good. The brown scale maybe a little slow. It's nice if it turns into a grindier matchup, but 2 life per turn may not even be enough to overcome what they've got going on. Whereas a Breath Weapon is like gaining 5 or 6 life. I don't know what I'm doing with the sideboard, I'll be honest, you guys. Not in this matchup. Feels like we have too many things that could be good, but I don't know which one is gonna come up. Okay, this hand, we could potentially Exhume a Lotleth Giant for funsies. Yeah, Faithless Looting start. We'll see what we get. We got the brown scale, so a little bit of resilience. They've got the Percussionist. That's probably one of their best starts, especially if they follow it up with Tomb Raider. Percussionist being an artifact. Epicure, okay. We will discard Lotleth Giant and Golgari Brown Scale. We'll probably just start dredging the brown scale as well. Thermo Alchemist. We want to pad our life as much as possible here. Did they mull to... What did they... They mulled to 6. It looks like they could run out of gas soon if they don't have any of their exile effects. Interesting that they're running Ren's Resolve. I haven't seen that card in a long time. Yep, brown scale. Gain 2 life. Uh-oh. We're losing connection. Can you still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Opponent disconnected our internet. Their dad works for Xfinity. Gain 2 life. We do want to get the black mana down. I suppose we'll be playing Epicure, just to blank their Percussionist. Or draw out a Lava Dart or something. More likely. Gravestalker still costs 3. No, it still costs 4. What a bad card. 4 is way too expensive. So we're a little ways away from that. Blood Token is a gain 2 life on a stick with the brown scale, so that's nice. We can also look to fill our graveyard next turn for the Gravestalker the following turn. We want to find a second black for the Dread return. Opponent is big braining over there. Okay, Thermo Alchemist pings us. There's Ren's Resolve. What do they find? That's probably what they needed. They need some... Okay, there's the Relic. Dun, dun, dun. And it's until the end of their next turn. Okay. So we really would like to get the Lotleth Giant out. They find an experimental synthesizer. Okay, they got cards. There's Sneaky Snacker. 1, 2, 3 creatures, so this costs 3. We're probably gonna still exhume. But we might as well do this first. Get another creature in the graveyard. We could cast Gravestalker now. But I think we'll hold it. We'll get the Lotleth Giant out. We just gotta run them out of cards. It's gonna be a little bit of a grind if they use... And again, they might cast the Relic and not exile our graveyard right away. If they do that, then we're in good shape because we can still Gravestalker next turn. They will get a Percussionist back. That's a bummer. I need to get used to Exhume again. But our Lotleth Giant is still better. Lotleth Giant for 3 damage. Not too impressive, but it's a big boy. They've got a Lightning Bolt, Relic, and 4 unknowns. Oh, and also an experimental synthesizer. They got a full hand of 7 cards, huh? I do find a land. Here comes Bolt to my face. We will exile Swamp. Of course, exile creatures last. They can't attack with their Percussionist very well. They're leaving up the Relic activation. We do need to draw something. Only 3 creature cards, so this costs a full 3. We could Epicure, Brown Scale. It's still unlikely we'll be able to cast that. I think I just want to get the Gravestalker down because we don't know when they're going to pop this, so let's just do that before they even have any chance to respond. We're also interested in using the Faithless Looting before they pop this. Potentially, but we don't want to discard anything we're going to miss. Yep, they chump block. They're getting a lot of cards. They find a mountain, so we're not too scared of that. We do know they have Fire Blast, so we gotta be careful. They have a lot of reach. Okay, yep, they're activating the Relic. Cool, but we knew they had the Relic. We got the Lotless Giant and a Gravestalker down. And now it's out of the way, and we can start dredging again with the Brown Scale. Okay, they got all the pingers. So we just want to keep attacking and gain life here. Ooh, I like that. Okay. We'll probably get the Sneaky Snacker down right now. Yeah, opponent is in trouble, I think. How much damage can they do? Like, say they have like 2 lightning bolts and a fire blast. That's 10 damage plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they could just kill us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They could do 20 damage if they have like a perfect hand. So does the 2 life, how much does the 2 life help us? They're so low though that do we care about Sneaky Snacker? Maybe we want to just pad our life total a little bit. There's our Siege Smash. We got 16 life. Well, let's see what they got. Synthesizer. They're digging for... Okay, they find a mountain. Feeling good about that. Goblin Tomb Raider. Another relic. Okay. Sure. Relic is a little late for them. We can gain more life. We should have actually used the Stormshriek Feral into the Golgari Brown Scale instead of the blood token, but that's okay. That'd be more mana efficient. And we would have gotten an extra card. Opponent is down to 4 life though, and only 1 card in hand. So I think we want to just keep gaining life. And we don't really care about this relic. They may of course block a Lotless Giant and lightning bolt it and then relic it or something, but we're not too scared of that. I will leave the Epicure back as a blocker. Yeah, let's see what they do. They need to start blocking, so they're gonna start losing pingers. Okay, they're exiling our graveyard to draw a card. They have another burn spell to untap and block. Lightning bolt. at our face. Yup. A lot of damage. Do they have the Fire Blast too? They might be able to kill us if they do. Interesting that they blocked with the Flame Breather. Don't they want to have like the potential of an attacker? Yeah, I think we're not going to risk. We're not going to risk, you know, trying to find a land with the Sneaky Snacker and all that. I think we just want to. We just want to gain our life here. Too many dragons. Okay. Opponent could kill us if they have the right combination of things here. But it looks like they're digging. What are they getting? They found another. They found a synth. They played a synth. Found a mountain? That sucks. Okay. So we're still on the offensive here. We're still gaining life. This is awkward. If we had a fourth land, we'd be steamrolling them by now, but we don't. We're slowly losing life. Force them to block. Yep. Oh gosh. Yep, they have it. They were just slow rolling it, huh? Oh, they don't have Metalcraft. Whew. Well, I don't know what the last card in their hand is. We really would like to find a land from this flush out, because then we can Scrapwork Mutt and gain another 2 life. That's not the kind of land we wanted. Darn. We're still very vulnerable. Gosh, this is a nail biter, huh? Yikes. Well, do they find any burn spell? They've been dirtling for so long. Yep, they have a few looks at it. What did they find? Kessig Flame Breather. They get it? Lava Dart? Oh my god, it's enough. Oh man. So awkward. We would have had it. We would have had it if we got another land. For sure. Oh well. Darn. Are you guys seeing this? Well, that was through Relic of Progenitus, 2 relics, and we almost got there. We just, deck got a little awkward for a second there, but let's go again in round 3, see how it goes. Okay, let's see what we're up against. We are on the draw. This is a serviceable hand, eh? We'll keep it a little awkward with the tap land start, but hey, what can you do, huh? Probably start with tap land, then we'll either Faithless or Epicure, and then cycle, and then start working towards stinkweeding. Don't have a good rule of thumb of when I'm supposed to start stinkweeding. Mono red, you want to start when you have about 3 lands. But this deck, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like you need a little more lands, but it can be good to start dredging early. Because you can always find faithless looting. So if you have at least 3, you can find more lands with faithless looting. We can't get as many creatures from the graveyard, though. We have to cast a lot of our creatures from hand. And also, we want to draw into Exhume more often, so it's a little tough. We'll see if we're up against, like, the Grohl Ponza deck. Okay, double tap land. Not really what we want to see. That would have been nice if that was a mountain. Oh, is this Elves? This feels like a bad matchup, but we have Breath Weapon in the sideboard. It's been a while since I played against Elves, so my brain is gonna have to do the thing. But it seems like a tough matchup pre-sideboard. Timberwatch Elf, okay. Yep, the boys are coming out. We don't really have a fast start to combat this. Sneaky Snacker. I mean, they're gonna have a huge attacker already. What are we doing here, huh? I think we gotta find something. Like Exhume. Yep. I think we want to just start working towards the Lotleth Giant. I forgot how much I liked Stinkweed Imp in with the land cyclers, because you know you have access to a land and you can dredge. Fortunately, our opponent is doing the elf thing pretty effectively here. Just gonna... Okay, Distant Melody. Cool, they refill their entire hand. That's pretty good. That is pretty good for them, huh? If we had a breath weapon, even if we had a breath weapon, that would be rough, because we can't even cast it yet. Okay, we will find Swamp. Stinkweed Imp. Okay, 4 creature cards. Yeah, we really need to be, if we were on the play maybe, I feel like we really need to be on the attack and forcing them to chump block to do much here. We'll probably play the Epicure as a chump blocker. I do want to get the Troll in for some attacks and lower the threshold for killing them. Stinkweed Imp is a good blocker, but they can always just pump the one we don't block. Llanowar Elves. Let's just let them do their thing here. Yeah, we really need the breath weapon. Huge board. So something gets +8/+8, huh? Do we just 8 9, 10, 11, 12. Did they already query on Ranger? Or did they just win? Cast Llanowar Elves. I think they might just win, right? Can they just instant speed activate this double pump? The ones I don't block? Well, I guess there's no point in me blocking then. They're getting in for like 18 damage if they do that. Just make sure that's how it works. Yep. Okay. That was fun. Yeah. That seemed like a pretty nutty start for them. Do they... What do they run? Do they have like... Weather the Storm? A Well-Wisher is probably their defense against us. Okay. So no need for any of the artifact hates. Maybe Snuff Out. Still don't know how to sideboard with this deck. Maybe I should have done one less Snuff Out. Okay, we're on the play. We want a fast start, and this is a little awkward. We got no red source. If we can find a red source, it's okay, but I feel like it's not fast enough. Yeah, we'll try this. I'm gonna put back maybe Conduit Pylons or a Swamp. We might want the double black for a Dread Return. Conduit Pylons can sometimes be quite good though. We're gonna start with Swamp and pass. We're going to Mountain Cycle. Yep, they got their Arbor Elf. We will get our Mountain. Let's get our Graveyard up and running here. We hit another Conduit Pylons. I think we want to get in with the Scrapwork Mutt, so we can Conduit Pylons here. Yeah, we'll put that on top. Oh, shoot. We were going to dredge, huh? Okay. We will discard Stinkweed Imp and not dredge, so we can snuff something out if need be. What do we want to snuff out? I don't know the best target in this matchup. That Birchlore Pump guy, Query and Ranger could be a potential target. Seems like the key to a lot of their things. I don't know. Am I supposed to just kill this now, or do I just wait for the Well-Wisher? Let's see what they do. We got to be more strategic with the Snuff Out, I think. Uh-huh. So much mana. Lead the Stampede. Okay. So maybe I should have just taken out the Query and Ranger right then and there and messed up their turn. What do they find? Find 5 creatures. Yeah, so Timberwatch is a big target. Nyxborn Hydra seems like a big curve topper for them. Reach and Trample. Ay, 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 okay. I really don't know this matchup well, so my apologies. It's been a long time since Elves came up. But I know Elves has always been a really tough matchup for Dredge decks. Anything that goes super wide like this, it's hard for us to do much. I think I will Dredge. Although we need to find a breath weapon ultimately. So try to be mindful of that. Suppose we're attacking. We can't get the Sneaky Snacker back since we dredged. I will Stormshriek Feral, or Flush Out rather. I think we wanna find our. We really need to find our breath weapon, huh? Okay. Oh, my turn feels so pathetic compared to theirs. I might just kill the Quirion Ranger now. I don't know if that's correct. I should have done it last turn. Since they only have one land, just want to cut them off, I guess. But I should have done it last turn before they had to lead the Stampede. That puts them off at least one land here. But yeah, definitely should have done that last turn. Nettle Sentinel. Arbor Elf. I guess we can just F6. Maybe at that point I should be saving it. Let's just find... It's fine. We just find a breath weapon, right? Do have a dread return, but let's not dredge. We find another snuff out. Okay. Feel good about that. I will Faithless Looting. Probably get rid of these. Get a Sneaky Snacker going. Maybe I'm supposed to just snuff out the Arbor Elf. At this point, they have enough mana with these two, so I think we gotta just hit their big targets. There's Timberwatch Elf, big boy. Maybe I was supposed to hit that first Arbor Elf, first Quirion Ranger. There they go, elving around again. Turn off auto yields. There's a big Nyxborn Hydra, I suppose. Bestowed on that guy. Okay, we'll see. Am I supposed to just start dredging now? I can't tell if I'm supposed to look for my breath weapon. Oh, there it was. There's one. We have 11 creature cards. We might be able to win here, actually. Oh, I wish we had a red for the Scrapwork Mutt to attack now. But we can, I think we can win, actually. Okay. Right, we have Lotless Giant and Dread Return. We might be 1 damage short. Oh no. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I just... Am I supposed to rely on Snuff Out and just quickly kill them? Breath Weapon still seems like it would be good, but I can't hold out too long for it. Snuff Out seemed good there. Yeah, we don't care about Siege Smash. Okay, we can try it again like that. Yep. Okay. Well, we have a chance. I really thought I messed that one up, but seems like it took them longer than I thought to piece it together, and we did more damage than I thought. Cat is using the litter box back here, scratching around. I don't know if you can hear that. It's very nice of her. See if it's a number 1 or a number 2. You'll see by the scowl on my face when the smell hits me. Okay, we got Breath Weapon in the opening hand. We need red mana, which we can find off the troll. It's just slow. But I think we keep this off the back of the Breath Weapon. You know, we're slow, but we let them get set up and then wipe their board, hopefully. Oh, it's a number 2. Can't really see it, but she's pushing. If we draw a mountain, that'd be great. Okay, Sneaky Snacker, mountain, or sorry, swamp, pass. Priest of Titania, sure, get it all out there. Swamp cycle for our geothermal bog. So much tectonic activity. Thunderous dragons and insects and trolls. Okay, yep, slow start. We can flush out into Sneaky Snacker. We probably want a Faithless Looting to find our 3rd land so we can get the Breath Weapon off in a timely manner. There's Lead the Stampede, so let's see what we're up against here. Timberwatch, Hydra, Priest of Titania, Jaspira Sentinel. Okay. We really want to get... Timberwatch can save their thing from the Breath Weapon, so that sucks. They've also got a Breath Weapon resistant Priest of Titania. Very smart. Dread Return. So we don't find a land, but we need to find a land. So I think we Faithless Looting. Oh gosh. Why does this happen? Ay, 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 okay. Tough. Suppose pre-sideboard the breath weapon would have been an Oliphant. That would be our third land, but then we can't cast breath weapon. We really needed a land there. We can't even cast the Gravestalker yet. If we draw a land off the top, that would be great. That would be really good right about now. We would take out their entire board. Betrayal. Betrayed by our deck. Oh wow, and they play a generous end, so they've got insurance against the breath weapon. So what do we need to do? We need to draw a land now, breath weapon, take a hit, and then find a way to combo off. We can chump block that if we need to. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is devastating. I still want to find a land and have something to cast. So we draw 2 cards. Oh my gosh, more. Oh, this is so sad. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably game. Right? We can at least... No, we can't play Gravestalker because our sneaky snacker comes back. Oh, wow. He can do 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we lose. So bad. Oh, we had it. We had it. I'm going to do the draw card thing. Yeah. Lands are a little too deep. Damn. So sad. So sad. Making these videos breaks my heart. Okay, well, on to the next one. Round 4. Top of the 7th inning. We lost the dice roll again. Okay. This hand is serviceable. We will keep. We will probably just start dredging the stinkweed early. How original. The stained glass full art lands. Okay, there's a Faithless Looting. Probably start with Epic here. Get that blood token down, get an attacker down. What could this be? This could be Madness, it could be Glaze Fiend, it could be... It's probably not the blue-black control deck. It could be some kind of artifact, or it could be a black sacrifice deck. Oh, mirror match of sorts. It's probably fighting against the actual good dredge deck. We don't have Grave Hate in the sideboard, so that's a bummer. And they probably get their Exhume start. Oh, so sad. Oh, Dothy Slayer. Whoa, 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 chill. Is this like a mono black, like, devotion situation? Dothy Slayer, okay. Okay, interesting. We want to get our black source down. Probably. We've got so much to cast here. I think we want to like get aggressive, get the Scrapwork Mutt and the Stinkweed Imp dredging. So I'm gonna go Mountain this turn. Opponent's really thinking about their blocks. Okay, yeah, let's just start cooking. We've got essentially 4 lands here, so let's just dredge as much as possible. Sneaky Snacker. We got the Dragon's Breath. That's exciting. If we find Exhume or something. Ah, I jinxed it. Sorry, jinxed it. Okay. Well, that was a pretty juicy hit for them. Sneaky Snacker, Dragon's Breath, Lotleth Giant. They've got a bunch of unblockable attackers. Okay. Opponent's spice level is off the charts. But I think we're doing okay in this race. We will Faithless Looting. Or do I want to just keep getting aggressive? Maybe. They can't really block us, so let's keep getting aggressive. With another Scrapwork Mutt and then a tap land, potentially. We want to fill up our graveyard as fast as possible. And increase our clock. Okay, we find another Stinkweed, Scrapwork Mutt, Faithless Looting, very nice. Still haven't gotten to cast our dragon. Boo. Let's see, what do they got going on here, huh? This could be like a Gary deck. Yeah, they're definitely mono black. Okay. They're signing away their life in blood. Getting in for 4. Definitely scared of Gary. It would be 6, draining me for 6 right now, which is pretty lethal by the time. Oh, but they miss a land drop, so it looks like they were looking for a land drop. They miss a land drop, that's going to hurt them. So we keep dredging. Because if we find Lotleth, they're cooked. Question is, do we Faithless Looting? We can Scrapwork Mutt and dig, or we could Faithless Looting and get the Snackers back. Faithless Looting plus Blood Token. But do we care about the Snackers? Or do we want to keep dredging? I feel like I want to keep dredging. Basically, if we find Lotleth Giant and Dread Return, we win. So let's go for it. We can dredge off of the Scrapwork Mutt. We can dredge off of the Blood Token. We did lose a Lotleth Giant, remember, to that Bajuka Bog. Okay, we found a Dread Return, so we'll be probably Dread Returning something this turn. We will get in for 7. They might have a removal. It's black after all, so we'll see. Post-combat, I may grab a land off of the Oliphant and then use that to Blood Token and dig for a Lotleth Giant. If we don't find a Lotleth Giant, maybe we can Dread Return something else. If we had another untapped land, we could have done another Scrapwork Mutt there. That would probably be lethal. Yep, there's Defile. Cool, cool, cool. They still, I think they, even if we don't kill them this turn, I think they have to kill us next turn somehow. which I don't really see how they do now that they've stumbled on land, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. They could have some like crazy life drain situation, but oops. We want to do this first. Find a mountain. Can we find Lotleth Giant? No, we never do. Ugh. Well, in that case, I don't think I want to bring anything back. Like, I don't want to consolidate down to one attacker. Yeah, I want to stay wide. Next turn we can double Scrapwork Mutt. They might have another Bojuka Bog. That would be a bummer. Oh no! Disgusting mismatch. Opponent. It's okay. Oh, they're signing in blood. Yeah, they're in rough shape. I suppose because we didn't find anything, the sneaky snacker plan would have been maybe a little better. But it's okay. We're on full stinkweed mode. What is going on? We still... They probably have a removal, so we might not... Okay, there's the Lotleth Giant. Maybe I just do this while I have priority? Do they have anything that could gain them 10 life? 13 life? No. Just worried that they would remove 2 attackers and then I wouldn't be able to dread return or something. Okay, against this deck, Snuff Out sucks. Breath Weapon might be good. They probably have Nile Spellbomb. Yep, it's probably something like that. Exhume, not good with their trolls. Dragon's Breath, maybe not as good. But we could leave it in there. Let's try it like that. Don't really know what opponent's deck is, to be honest. They kind of stumbled on lands there, so we're a little bit in the dark. I'm thinking it might be a Gray Merchant deck, but we'll see. They couldn't seem to find any kind of 3-drop. This hand kind of blows. But I don't know if I want to go to 5. We have a Conduit Pylons. If this was a 7, I would probably mulligan it. But since we're on 6 already, I feel like we could find something. Yeah, there's Relic of Progenitus, okay. Surprised they don't have the Nile Spellbombs, actually. I think we'll just start with the Pylons here. Stormshriek Feral can go on top, because that's an immediate sneaky snacker. In that case, we might be throwing away our troll to grab a land, and then that'll be extra exile fodder to protect the sneaky snacker that I want to put into play next turn. Seems like we got to get a clock going, so... I mean, if they want to pop their relic this early, then that's okay. But yeah, I think I want to do this. Do I get the bog? We want double black for sure for Dread Return. I'm not sure what the best practice is. I don't want to get held up, but yeah, let's get the bog. Ooh, Siege Smash is good. We shuffled away our friend. Well, we got Siege Smash, so I guess we just do this now. Protect our troll. Yeah. No, you can't. You cannot draw a card upon it. You wasted 1 mana for nothing. Well, except you got a card out of my hand. Yeah. I suppose that means we should have milled over the dragon. Yeah. Because if we just left it on top and didn't land cycle, they would have just tapped, exiled the Sneaky Snacker as it's the only card in my graveyard. Okay, they're signing in blood, refilling. Can they find a third land? They've got Witch's Cottage. They cannot. They seem like a Troll of Khazad-dûm deck, so they probably have a lower land count. Witch's Cottage can put the troll back on top of their deck. Faithless Looting we are happy to see. A little awkward sequencing here, but let's see what we can do. Just start dredging and see what we can piece together. Oh, don't you miss just having all red mana symbols? Oh, Dark Ritual, okay. I played against this deck. Oh, Dark Ritual and a Sign of Blood seems a little desperate, but they do find a land, and now what can they do with it? Opponent Quambodge Witches, okay. Okay, so Sneaky Snacker not looking as good. So let's just start dredging. We gotta worry about Bajuka Bog, we gotta worry about more relics. I suppose I'll play the Epicure for the blood token. Epicure will promptly die. And I'm gonna Faithless Looting. Or do we Stinkweed? Oh, we can't. Well, yeah, we can. Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting while we still got stuff in our hands here. Ooh, Gravestalker, okay. Yeah. Probably want to cast out Stinkweed and Gravestalker next turn. And hopefully find a Dread Return as well. That would be great. It's going to be hard to sack to Dread Return. For sure, with the Quambodge Witches killing our stuff. But at least we get to ping them. Okay. More witches. We're going to need to start attacking. Opponent seems to be a Sign in Blood deck. I don't need to be that offensive when they... Yeah, they just seem to be drawing all their Sign in Bloods. They must be working up... next turn they could Gray Merchant, so they could gain a bunch of life. That's a danger. That would be drain me for 6 next turn. So that could be rough. What else could they have? They probably have like Tithing Blade. Yep, we'll ping them with the witches. I'm a big fan of mono black though. Big respect to our opponent. Gravestalker should be tough for them to kill, but do I want to be drawing cards at this point? There's Dread Return. I guess Scrapwork Mutt is good. If we could find a couple Scrapwork Mutts, we can maybe get our Lotleth Giant back. But it has to be this turn. Find a Scrapwork Mutt. Oh, we don't even have enough mana for that anyway. Okay, maybe next turn. So we'll just cast these two and hope to dodge the Grave Hate for a turn. This is pretty good against us. Also, Breath Weapon seems like a mistake now. Potentially. Maybe we should just focus on Siege Smash. There's Defile. Bummer. Here comes Grey Merchant. Oh, Vampire Sovereign. Okay. Okay. They can stop our... Ooh. Here's our Dwagon. So if they double ping a Stinkweed Imp, they can stop our Dread Return. But this card is useless against their Vampire Sovereign. Let's see if they catch on. If not, we've still got a blocker for their Vampire. Unless they want to keep pinging. They probably have a big Grey Merchant coming down soon. Scrapwork Mutt. Oh. Well, they didn't kill my Stinkweed Imp, so... Do we win? Okay. Yeah, I think they needed to double ping my Stinkweed Imp to prevent that from happening. But okay. Well, I'm sad they didn't get to cast any of their Garys because Gary rules. But we won. So on to the last match. Okay, final battle. We're on the play finally. And we draw 0 lands. Okay. Mulligan. Okay. This is fine. What do we put back? What do we put back? We probably want the double black. We'll put back a mountain because we'll be able to grab one from the Oliphant. Sorry, we want the double swamp. Ooh, I can tell my brain is tired because I'm switching words a lot. Duress, okay. Sure, you can duress me. They take our Dread Return. But the jig is up. They know what we're up to. So, gotta watch out for a well-timed Bajuka Bog now, potentially. Is this like a more combo-oriented deck, potentially, that they have duresses? Ay. Do we discard... don't know what we discard. Gravestalker, we're a ways away from casting, I guess. Oh, we draw another one. Cool. We made the right choice. Ichor Wellspring. Is this Glaze Fiend? Smells like Glaze Fiend to me, given their land situation. Stinkweed Imp. Very nice. Little Faithless Looting. Discard these two. 3 creature cards. So close. We cannot cast our Gravestalker yet, so that's awkward. And we're lacking the red mana for that, so a little inefficient there, unfortunately. Shambling Ghast. Yeah, this is a black sacrifice deck. Okay. Well, they're definitely going to kill our Scrapwork Mutt in short order. I think we dredge back the Stinkweed Imp. Ugh. What? We dredge over 0 creature cards. We dredge 3 Faithless Lootings and an Exhume. Okay. So, we will... might as well attack. They'll probably end up killing it, but that'll get another creature into our graveyard. They don't sacrifice it in response, so they get a treasure token. A little bit of ramp. I mean, they gotta get their treasure token somehow. They don't have Deadly Dispute anymore. So we could Faithless Looting right now, but I think I'd rather do this and try to get the Gravestalker down with the Stinkweed Dredge here. Yep, more than enough creatures. Cast. And we hit our land drop as well. Very cool. We got a 5/4. They will draw a million cards. Okay. They've got a lot of mana to spend, a lot of cards. Ooh, they're Golgari. Things just got interesting. Pili-Pala. Wow, the creativity is off the charts. Oh, this is a combo deck, isn't it? Uh-oh. I forget what the combo is, but isn't there some infinite combo with Pili-Pala? Uh-oh, what a cutie. Yeah, the creativity is off the charts out here. Okay, we're probably bringing back our Sneaky Snacker this turn. Nice. Very nice. Let's attack. We're probably going to Faithless Looting. We got 4 of them in the graveyard, so may as well make some use before they find a Bajuka Bog or something. We could, yeah, work up a situation where we dread return a troll, but I don't know if that's worth it at this point. Faithless Looting. Exhume is nice. We'll probably, yeah, discard these 2. I want to play out the Epicure. I mean, I could have held the dragon maybe. Maybe that was correct instead of the Epicure. Ooh, Engine Rat. Ooh, we got the Aether Drift Spice, both of us. Careful Cultivation. Okay. GG. So you can make 1,000,000 mana. And what happens? I want to see I want to see what the... Oh, he can... He can, wow. He can just engine wrap me to death. Okay. Cool. GG. What is he... I assume he just engine wrap me to death. I don't know what he's spending on. So we need Snuff Out. Okay, no, I don't need to ask him that. Yeah. I won't make him play it out. Okay, interesting. So we need Snuff Out for the Pili-Pala. And I don't know, do they have Nile Spellbomb probably? Okay, we got comboed by Pili-Pala. It is a 3-piece combo. I don't know if they have any redundancy in any of those parts. Probably. There's probably other things that can drain me or other... Well, we'll see. Double Snuff Out. You know what? It's a slow hand, but we got the double Snuff Out, so that should hurt them pretty bad. It's even better if we wait for them to attach the enchantment. They might have a hexproof thing, though. So the double Snuff Out, it's going to be costly on my life, but I think that's the way to go. Sneaky Snacker, double Sneaky Snacker, huh? If we find a Faithless Looting, we could bring back a Sneaky Snacker now. I think I do want to just dig. Okay, next turn, Sneaky Snacker on deck. There's the Rumble. There's an Engine Rat, which we cannot kill with Snuff Out. There's... they choose Shambling Ghast, so they probably already have an Engine Rat, and they need to find one of the 2 other pieces. Conduit Pylons is nice. What do we find? Dread Return. Dread Return can go into the graveyard. There's a world where we might want to hard cast that, but we don't really have anything in there yet. Flush out. Discard, draw. Bring back. Lots of Sneaky Snackers. Okay, we got a clock. And we got our Snuff Outs. It's a very cool combo. I'm surprised how fast they could click that. How are they clicking it that fast? Like, I was F6, but like their APM is off the charts. They must be like a former StarCraft player or something. League of Legends. Okay, they're gumming up the board a bit. We will attack. Yep. What do they got? Viscerator's Insight, sure. Putting the combo together. We will Faithless Looting first. We will discard Giant and Giant. We've already drawn our 3 cards this turn. I think next turn we can angle for a giant post-combat or something. We're just going to play an Epicure. Yep. Maybe even Stormshriek Feral hardcast if we draw land. Let's see it. Drown in sorrow. Okay. Fair enough. They are scrying. I am crying, they are scrying. To the top. Dun dun dun. Is that Pili-Pala I smell? Another one. Okay, well, we'll probably be discarding one to the other to get our... Or we could just Faithless Looting. Get our snackers back. Discard. Discard? We can Stormshriek Feral next turn with the land from Oliphant. We might have wanted to get... Oh yeah, we definitely should have got the Geothermal Bog there. Don't know why I did that. I thought we needed the untapped land for some reason. Okay. Could this be a dragon moment? Could it be? We finally get to cast our dragon. Has haste. And we need to attack. So we'll see if they have any disruption here. That might slow us down a turn. Could it be? Dread Return, Lotless Giant? Yeah! The dragon! The dragon is good, confirmed. The dragon has been alright. I feel like there's a lot of times this video you'd rather it be a cathartic reunion. Oh, there's Weather the Storm. Okay. Well, we've cast one spell. Okay, double Weather the Storm. Cool. Okay. Wow. That really stacks off itself, huh? Okay, well, we're still in the thick of it then. We need to get our snackers back. Guess they need to stall it out, huh? So the question is, do they have Artifact Grave Hate? Yeah, they've got a million blockers now. Oliphant wouldn't be bad to bring back here. Suppose we Faithless Looting. Oliphant wouldn't be bad. Troll could be good too, but Oliphant would give trample over these silly little plant tokens. We could hardcast the troll next turn. Geothermal bog. How many weather the storms do you reckon they have? 2 weather the storms at the same time is pretty rough. We could lot the giant for 12. But I think if we just wait till next turn, we're in a better position. Might not change our clock that much. Shambling Ghast, so they could take out a snacker. We're holding on to these snuff outs for dear life. There's the Pili-Pala. I think we want to kill it in response to attaching the enchantment. It does have flying. They need to have 2 hexproof spells. Do we want the Stinkweed Imp back? Suppose so. 2 more snackers. They have 1 dread return. I doubt they'll block with the Pili-Pala, but they might sacrifice the Shambling Ghast and get rid of a snacker. Hexproof and indestructible. Should I kill it now in response to that? Nah. If he wants to get rid of a snacker, that's fine. He's scared of my dread return. But he's used a hexproof thing, so I feel like we're wearing him down, and I feel like if we cast the troll, it's just pretty good here. "15 creatures in the yard." What a grind. I gotta play a little bit faster, huh? But I can't F6 because snuff out. They're digging for the enchantment, I believe. Do they find it? They have 8 cards in hand. Four sneaky snackers, that's so juicy. We want to find, do we have more Faithless Lootings? We have 2 more in the deck. Okay. Do I dredge for Faithless Looting? I think I just want to draw. Attack. We'll try to go for the win here. Stinkweed. Stinkweed. Do they have a removal? Dread return, Lotleth Giant. Sack, sack, sack. Do they have another Weather the Storm? I think we did it. Yeah, okay. Well, we did not see any artifact grave hate. I think they're on the Weather the Storm plan. This is always what happens. think we'll try it like that. The double snuff out was nice, but they have a lot of grind potential, huh? So we gotta be wary of that. Very wary. Sneaky Snacker's good though. They don't really have much way to interact with that, so... We have 2 Faithless Lootings to find our snuff outs. We'll try it. If they have a fast combo, they might just win though. Faithless. Snacker. Snacker. We do want to get Stinkweed Imp in there, but I feel like we need to draw a snuff out potentially before we start dredging. I don't know. There's a troll. We'll get our snackers going. And fortunately, we can do nothing but Swamp Cycle. The rest does nothing. Did they find a land? Okay, they did. Alright, they're piecing it together. Pretty scary. I mean, in this case, do we just try to rush them with a bunch of attackers? They have Drown and Sorrow potentially, but Gravestalker is good against that. I don't want to do a tap land. I feel like we have a chance to cast our whole hand here. We mill over a snuff out. So we probably Scrapwork Mutt plus Gravestalker. I think we're just rushing the combo at this point. There's a lot with Giant. We have 7 creature cards. Do an early Lotleth Giant here. Try to get ahead of it, ahead of any Grave Hate. There's Engine Rat. No Pili-Pala? Okay, they don't have Pili-Pala. They might have to chump block here. I don't know if we want to dredge. I don't think so. We might Scrapwork Mutt. I think they need to have a removal. Discard Stinkweed. We will not dredge. Darn, I was hoping to find a red source there for extra backup. That's 7 damage. They gotta kill something with removal. They are losing a combo piece. Okay. Oh, they gain life. Okay. So they're not losing a combo piece. Very scary. Okay, they're sacking it. So they're digging. We might be good this turn. Yep, they're desperately trying to piece it together. They need a blocker as well. Even if they find... My hand is unbelievable. Feels like... It's been kind of awkward, I don't know. It was good, I guess. I just... Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit on Lotleth. If I waited it, if I was a little more patient... I guess I was worried about Grave Hate. Okay, that's it. We did it. 3-2. Deck feels pretty good. There are some like weird turns where nothing's happening and I had a lot of open mana. I think I still need to work on knowing when to dredge versus when to draw, because it's a lot less clear than with mono red. But overall it felt really strong. The Gravestalker is strong. The dragon seems like it could be good, but you're usually not casting it. A lot of the times, probably the deck would have been faster if it was a Cathartic Reunion. I will say, with all of the blue decks running around, the dragon is sometimes nice because you don't want to run Cathartic Reunion out in front of a counterspell, because you have to discard as an additional cost. But the dragon, you don't discard until the card resolves, so at least you can see if it's resolving before you discard anything. Yeah, it felt good. It was nice to have trolls in the deck again. Gravestalker, pretty impressive. This is a lot of pressure, and 90% of the time we're casting it for only 1 mana. It gets around some of the artifact Grave Hate. I'm sad we didn't do Dragon Breath. I'll probably play more with this deck. As well as the mono red version. What else? Yeah, the lands were definitely slow. Just got to figure out how to sideboard in some of these matches, and I got to figure out how to when to sequence my stinkweeds. It's not like mono red where you can find all of the molten giants either and win that way. So it's a little harder to get that third creature on the board. Sneaky Snacker's a little harder to bring back with the Stormshriek, but still feel like sometimes this 3/3 can be good, especially with an Exhume. Exhume into Stormshriek Feral and immediately attack. Seems pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas, if you have any other lists you want me to try, because I want to start branching out into other things. But yeah, feel free to subscribe if you want to see me and my wacky thumbnails pop up on your page more often. But anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.